Well, this is Charlena. I am still in Bari, Italy, and I'm still stepping out in my faith and putting one foot in front of the other as I experience Bari, Italy. I would like to apologize to you guys for being absent for a few days due to the fact that I was just not well. When I arrived in Italy, I just ran really hard and walked a lot and saw a lot. And I was supposed to drop this video last week. I actually filmed a few times and didn't end up uploading. Again, I just wasn't feeling well. So for like a week, I continued to try to do some touring and walking around, but I was just fatigued and exhausted. And I was just concerned at some point, like, what's wrong with me? I don't know what's wrong. Why do I feel this way? And so, again, I was supposed to drop this video last Sunday. I didn't. And I've decided to just do it again. But, I'm just kind of wanting to let you guys know, that I was um, not well. That's why you haven't seen me. This past Sunday, yesterday, no, 2 days ago, I decided that I would tune into my church in Charlotte, North Carolina, where Dr. Monroe spoke on prayers and how we are to follow the example that Jesus set when he provided us with the Lord's Prayer. And remembering to talk to our Heavenly Father like He is our Father, as He is our Father. And during that sermon, I was praying while I was listening, and I actually started to feel better. I could feel like a cloud was lifting, and I started to feel better. And anyway, so I just wanted to go over my devotion with you guys. I read from, it's a book by Henry and Richard Blackaby. And this devotion kind of reminds me of myself. I do a lot of strange things that people don't understand sometimes. And sometimes I know that the Lord is taking me places that I don't understand. And I hope this devotion will help you guys um, understand and maybe take something from this devotion. So the title is Asking for Mountains. And the verse is Joshua 14:12. Now therefore, give me this mountain of which the Lord spoke in that day. For you heard in that day how the Anakim were there, and that the cities were great and fortified. It may be that the Lord will be with me and shall be able to drive them out, as the Lord said. Joshua 14, verse 12. So Caleb's faith in God never wavered, though everyone around him doubted. God convinced Caleb that the children of Israel should enter the promised land, but the people were intimidated by the giants and the fortified cities. Numbers 13, verses 28 through 33. Their disbelief forced Caleb to wait 40 years in the wilderness before he finally entered the promised land. Even after all those years, Caleb was as confident as ever in God's power. When God was dividing the land among the Israelites, the people were asking for the lush valleys and grassy plains. Caleb asked for a mountain. The Israelites had driven their enemies into the mountains where they had built fortresses. This did not intimidate Caleb. He asked for a challenge. He did not trust in his own strength, but in God's presence. Caleb longed to see God work in power, and he knew he would be less likely to rely on God if he dwelt in the easy places. He chose a situation in which he would have to trust in God. Caleb knew his inheritance from God was on the mountain. He refused to allow difficulty of gaining it to stop him from enjoying all that God had promised him. If you always choose the easy way, asking for the peaceful valleys, you will never see God's power displayed to enable you to take a mountain. Seek out the mountains and you will witness God doing things through your life that can be explained that can only be explained by his mighty presence. So I hope that kind of inspires you and encourages you to try to do something that seems a little difficult and a little odd and a little strange sometimes to other people. While I've been here, I have um, joined a group of people that play pickleball. So I've made some friends. I have attended Mass a couple of times in two different places. And I actually went out on the town to go listen to some music, and I met a guy, and we went out on a date, and that was fun. We had a nice time. And I have you guys know I've already been to the chocolate factory. I went to chocolate festival. I've already been to another festival, and that was a lot of fun and got to listen to some music and do a little bit of dancing. Last week, I went to Ostuni, which I'll put some videos up of Ostuni at some point. I may put it in with this um, video. And then yesterday, I was with Michelangelo. We walked around in Cisternino and did a little filming for you guys to see what Cisternino looks like. I am so grateful again that you guys are following me and encouraging me. A lot of people realized that I was silent for a while, so they reached out to see if I was okay. And I appreciate you. Please continue to like, follow, and subscribe. And let me know what you think was going on with me last week when I was just so fatigued. And I continued to do a little bit, but I was tired. And I actually did get a little bit of a fever towards the end of the week as well. It's a great day in Bari. Please, again, like, subscribe, and follow. Talk to you later. Bye bye.